All right, so this is the third topic, and right now we're going to be talking about prospecting mastery. Prospecting mastery. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to prospect like a professional realtor. Remember, this is the Beautiful Excellence program designed by Afrikcity to take you from a beginner to a advanced realtor and closing seven figures every month. That is why this program is designed. And when it comes to prospecting, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do cold calling, physical networking, and how to create your elevator speech. So first of all, let's start with defining prospecting. What is prospecting? Now, prospecting is a word, it is used in the mining industry. You know mining now, extracting raw materials. And prospecting is actually checking out to see if there is maybe a mineral resources in a given surface or a given area. So it's basically, I want to buy this land now, but I want to prospect the land to see if there's actually gold or mineral resources on this particular property. So that is what prospecting is all about. Prospecting, when it comes to real estate or when it comes to sales, is actually you reaching out to people who can get what you want to get. I'm going to be focusing on three pillars, which is cold calling, physical networking, and creating an elevator speech. So basically, prospecting when it comes to offline, lead generation. So let's go straight to it and let's talk about cold calling. Now, what is cold calling? Cold calling is actually you reaching out to people you already have their contact to be able to ignite their interest in a particular property. Now, as realtors, almost every month, new properties are coming on board, new estates are coming on board. And every week, like I said, you need to be getting new contacts or getting new leads. So cold calling is actually you. It's actually a strategy you put in place to always keep your contacts updated or to keep them informed about the update in an ongoing property you're marketing or in a new property you're trying to launch. Whenever there is a pre-launch, whenever there is a pre-market sale, you use cold calling to inform your already existing leads, prospects or clients about this property so that they can take advantage of it and buy in, early. So that is what cold calling is all about. So the purpose of cold calling is for you to reactivate cold leads and reach out to people you know and people you don't even know, and to also test market interest. So maybe you want to know if this property will do well, you can actually do a cold call. The cold calling is just you picking up your phone and giving a cold call. It might not only be people that you already know, it can also be people that you have their contacts, but you've not reached out to them before. There's a way you can be generating contact maybe from an event, and then cold calling is now you calling people to now reach out to them. Now, according to sales research, over 80% of sales requires at least 5 follow-up. But most salespeople, they stop at 1 or they stop at 2, at most 3. Do you get? Cold calling is less about the first call. It is about consistent follow-up. It is about you picking up your phone. Some salespeople, they don't even know how to hold a call, a conversation via their phones. Trust me, a lot of salespeople don't know how to have a conversation on the phone. If I listen to them speaking to their lead or their prospect, I'll be like, Omo, you're already losing this sales because they don't know how to cold call. They are not confident. Do you get? Now, let me tell you one thing about cold calling. The number one secret of cold calling is confidence. When you pick up your phone to call anybody, a prospect, be very, very confident. Don't stutter. Don't have a shaky mind. Don't even think about the outcome. Just think about call them. Like when you pick up your phone, call this person. Hello, sir, I'm reaching out to you regarding this. Call them. Tell them I'm reaching out to you regarding this. Do you get? I'm reaching out to you. Don't stutter. Be very, very confident. And make sure you have a goal in mind before calling. What do you want this person to know? Do you want them to take an action? Do you want them to do an inspection? Have a goal and have a pen and paper. If you're still starting, I must have a goal before I call you. What do I want to do? Do I want to give you an update? Sometimes I just want to call you to just give you an update about the property you bought and tell you that this property has appreciated. Sometimes my goal might be to tell you about a new property. Sometimes my goal, just have a goal in mind. Do you get? A goal in mind. Do you get? And after a cold call, you should fix a follow-up date. If I called you to give you an update about the property, after that call, I should document the outcome of that call. Do you get? And also put a follow-up date that I'm going to call you again to tell you, to try and upsell you or maybe cross-sell. Or still going to talk about what this thing simply means. You understand? So this is for cold calling. So cold calling is very, very strategic. You need to know, if you want to do prospecting very, very well and understand prospecting, you must know how to do cold calling. And you should also do testing. Sometimes pick up your phone and maybe speak to a new stranger, or maybe speak to somebody and try to get them to know you and get them to be comfortable with you. Do you get? And whenever you're doing cold calling, remember I said be very, very confident. That is all for cold calling. Now let's move to physical networking. If you actually want to understand physical networking and do it very well, you see physical networking as relationship prospecting. Physical networking is not about selling on the first, conversation. It is about building a relationship. Do you know why I love physical networking? Is because physical networking helps me build a relationship. Like most of the clients that I've built bigger relationship with, close bigger deals with, I got them through physical networking. Do you understand? When I get your contact while prospecting physically with you, I do not save your name. I do not label you as a hot lead or a cold lead. I label you as a relationship, because what I'm focusing on is building a relationship with you. So what does this mean is that whenever you are networking physically, in fact, think about how to make this person your friend, how you and this person can actually hang out, how this person can actually have a conversation, can make them your friend. You get? So now physical networking helps you build trust quickly. It helps you access higher quality buyers. You can be sure of the people that you're going to be getting their number. You get? With physical networking, you can know where you are. You can be in a political event. I know that people that are meeting here are high net worth individuals. So it helps you access higher quality buyers, and it also helps you get referrals. You get? And so now here's a proven reality. High ticket buyer rarely respond to random ads. You see all these high ticket buyer, high net worth individuals, most of the time they don't respond from random advertisements. They buy people who they've met, people who people refer them to, or people who sound informed. Even if they come across your ad, before they will buy from you, trust me, they have people that they will first of all ask about you. Do you get? So you need to make sure that your face is out there. Physical networking is relationship networking, and when you meet these guys, build a relationship with them. And like I said people buy from people they know, they like, they trust. So make sure they know you, make sure they like you, and make sure they trust you. And whenever you're doing your physical networking, make sure you have your business card with you. Go with your business card. It helps you look professional, and make sure you're dressed well. Put on a scent. You understand? Even if it is just a roll-on, or even if it's a body spray, it doesn't have to be an expensive perfume, but make sure you smell nice, you smell moderate, and you look good. Have a clean haircut, brush your teeth. Do you get? First impression matters. You understand? First impressions matters very, very well. It matters a whole lot. And whenever you are doing your physical networking, make sure you're confident. Make sure you put on a smile. One of the things I usually tell people is that energy is contagious. Do you get? If I smile while talking to you, there's a high probability that you as well is going to smile. Do you get? So I've had people walk up to me, maybe want to market something to me, and because of the way they were smiling, it was even hard for me to resist them. You cannot be frowning your face and you're walking up to somebody that's probably having a bad day. But if you wear a smile, know how to wear a moderate smile while talking, know how to laugh, know how to smile. Do you understand? So that you can pass on that energy to the next person, and don't take no for an answer. Don't be too pushy, but at the same time, don't take no for an answer. So that is it. So I'm going to be telling you something that's going to help you with your cold calling and your physical prospecting, which is actually the third form of prospecting, which is elevator speech. Powerful elevator speech. Now, you cannot be a very good prospecting master if you don't know how to use an elevator speech. An elevator speech is how you can introduce yourself in 30 seconds. Let's say you are in an elevator with probably Tony Elumelu. What can you say in 30 seconds that will make Tony Elumelu know about you? Because after the elevator, both of you have gone your separate ways. So you have 30 seconds to introduce yourself. So this is actually what makes you a very, very good salesman. If you have an elevator speech, you get. Now, it's a 20 to 30 second explanation of what you do. It is designed to spark interest, invite questions, and not sell immediately. The elevator speech is what makes that person interested with you, so that they can even give you audience. There's a way you introduce yourself to somebody, and the person will now be more interested, and you will sound interesting to that person. It is used in cold calls, it is used in physical meetings, networking event, maybe it's a networking event or a physical event, and you have the opportunity to ask a question. Before you ask that question, you have 30 seconds. You don't have 2 minutes to start talking about what you do, but you have like the first 20 and 30 seconds to explain yourself to the room so that everybody will know about you and you sound interesting. And maybe after your question or after the meeting, people want to connect with you. Elevator speech, very, very important. Do you get? So now let me tell you a framework you use for your elevator speech. The one I use actually, it is called the who, what, value. Who, what, value. It is who you help, what you help them do, and the value that makes you different from other people that do similar things you do. The who, what, value. Who you help, what you help them do, and the value / the difference. I've met people that will tell you that, all right, my name is Susan, my name is blah, 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 blah. I help businessmen generate more sales using targeted campaigns or using Google ads. Do you get? Or I help business people get 30% more returns on their marketing budget. So let's say you are hoping to get 50 leads where you spent 50,000. I can help you get an extra 15 leads, making it 65 leads on the same 50,000. And I've done this to over 10 business people. So yours won't be any different. Or I've done this to over 10 business people. So I have a track record of success. It's nice to meet you. What do you do? Who, what, value. You're a realtor. Some realtors, they only sell luxury items. And they tell you, I help high net worth individuals like yourself get exclusive and high return on investment real estate properties in exclusive locations in Enugu State. And I've helped so and so number of people get so and so things, and you won't be any different. Let me use myself as an example. Dear State Lord, it depends on the occasion where I am. I use different elevator speech depending on where I am. If I'm in an environment whereby I know that my audience are people that can afford property with payment plans, property with mortgage, then I position myself with my elevator speech as somebody who has experience in finance and real estate. Then I introduce myself like this. I'm the estate lord. I help salary earners, or I help middle income earners own their own property in Nigeria using the same money they use to pay their rent. And I have a solid background in finance. I've helped over 15 families achieve this. So that is basically what I do. And it's nice to connect with all of you. You get? So this is if I have 30 seconds to introduce myself. Maybe I go to a school to pitch, or I go to a place and I know that I'm surrounded by government workers who doesn't earn that much to buy a property of 100 million outright, but they can put down 10 million naira and pay up within 20 years of their active service. Now, if I'm in a place whereby I know that my audience are probably young people, right? So I know one thing about young people is that young people, their own focus is to get genuine properties. They don't want to lose their money. No young person wants to lose their money because they have a lot of options. They have crypto, they have stocks, so they don't want to lose their money. And that's thing about young people is that they want cash flow. So this also helps me formulate, my elevator speech. I help young individuals or smart Nigerians make safe and profitable property decisions right here in the city of Enugu. With the estate lord, before you buy a property, just be sure that the property would have gone through legal due diligence. And if the property is not good, I wouldn't recommend it to you. And one of the things I also do is that even if you want to buy another property, but you want somebody that will check that property to know if it fits your budget, then I'm the person to go. So I'm just like a property guy and also a lawyer combined. So right now, people are no longer seeing me as, I've had people reach out to me, do you understand? And they tell me that they want to buy this property, but they want me to do search for them. Do you get it? It's because of how I position myself. So you need to know that your elevator speech help you. It's just like the first time people are getting to know about you. So you should be able to think about your audience. This person, if I meet Tony Elumelu now, I will not use the elevator speech I'm using for a random person for Tony Elumelu. I'll first of all think about what does Tony Elumelu want from me. Do you get? Like what can I offer and what's the value I can offer? And that's what I'm going to use to create my who, what, value elevator speech. I hope this makes a whole lot of sense. So think about the person you're meeting, then how you can now use, these are the 3 things you need to know if you want to be very good at prospecting. You need to know how to do cold calling. You need to know how to do physical networking. And remember, physical networking, I said, have confidence and know how to build rapport. This is one thing I forgot to mention. When it comes to building rapport is like getting along with the next person. Like if I see you, like you don't need to sound too professional. Just build rapport with this person. Let this person feel you. Let this person feel comfortable with you. Guy, how far? Oh, are you in this school? Oh, are you in this church? Wow, your shoe is nice. I have similar thing, but the blue color. Where do you get it from? This building rapport, and both of us are connecting. Do you get? And then elevator speech. Know how to seize your opportunity. You see somebody that this person is I know this man, and in 30 seconds you've introduced yourself, and this person, you already stick in this person's mind, and this person might now want to continue this conversation with you. So this is the end of this particular module. I believe with this you're already good to go when it comes to generating leads, and when it comes to taking your lead from the attention funnel to the action stage where they now buy. So we're going to be going on over to the next module where we're going to be going more in depth into sales itself.